ornithologist are you? Riley is using the pause to light one of his foul-smelling, cigarette-thin cigars. I examine the lump of feathers in my lap. In flight, the most obvious feature of a nighthawk is its long, slim wings, conspicuously banded and bent at the elbow. Nighthawks are sharp, precise predators. This pathetic thing I'm holding, softly mottled and still, looks defenseless and fragile. The eyes are open but glazed. Riley exhales a cloud of blue smoke. It dead? Yeah. Throw it in the back, okay? I'll wrap it in plastic, and in 2 or 3 days it'll be ripe enough to use as bait. That's disgusting. If I discover a new species, I'll name it after you. I don't know if I want my name forever linked with a dung beetle. 15 minutes of fame, he grins as he turns the key and the Jeep's engine howls. I smooth the breast feathers of the dead bird in my lap. I had never realized that nighthawks were so beautiful. Please. I'm surprised that my voice trembles when I say this. Drive a little slower, okay? Will do, babe. He tosses the still glowing cigar butt into the darkness of the surrounding jungle. What were we talking about before? You and David, and how you like screwing grad students. Literally and metaphorically. When he laughs, I hear a rattle of phlegm in his chest and wonder if he's been checked for tuberculosis recently. Every semester we get a new crop of you kids from up north in the States. Innocents, all of you. Seduced by the jungle. You have no idea what all this heat and humidity does to your hormones. I've set up experiments. Keep beetles in the fridge for a few days, check their hormones. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Get some live ones from a pile of fresh shit in the jungle, and they're off the scale. How do you test for hormones? Grind them up in a blender. Then centrifuge what's left. You test grad students the same way. Riley cackles. Don't have to test. I can see it in their eyes. It's all the fecundity down here. You can't help but be horny. But most of the grad students at the station are men. Everyone's got at least one hole. Riley, you are truly disgusting. I'm not the one sending you off to live the rest of your life in the jungle with nothing for company but a pair of overgrown chicken hawks and a bunch of Indians. Even with the motion of the open Jeep, the air around me feels like a thick, smothering blanket. I cradle the dead bird in my lap. Riley fiddles with the cigarette lighter in the dash, but when he can't get it to work, he breaks and uses both hands to shield the match at the cigar between his lips. I see him glance at me in the reflected flame. You scared? I can't even fake bravado. Shitless. David's an asshole for doing this to you. I told him that. I'm not even qualified to research eagles. All of my other work has been with songbirds. All birds are the same. They got feathers, and they shit when they fly. Lights from the Miraflores locks of the canal shine through the vegetation on the right. My pre-dawn brain balks at the transition from jungle to civilization. I wait until we've cleared the bustle of activity around the locks before I ask Riley, Did you know the guy who's been at the Harpy Eagle site until now? Brian Geddes? Miserable little worm. You didn't check out his hormones? I wouldn't even eat in the same room with that little shit. David said he's coming back because he caught leishmaniasis. Leishmaniasis is a disease carried in sand flea bites that causes living flesh to decay. Riley sneers around the butt of his cigar. Probably just an infected zit. When we get to the city, there's a glow over the bay, the imaginings of dawn. I remember how confused I was my first morning in Panama by sunrise over the Pacific Ocean. We drive past the slums that were shelled during America's Operation Just Cause. Riley finishes his second cigar, snuffs the